What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Afan, and today we're gonna watch some more Legend of Korra. We're in Book 2, Episode 9, or Chapter 9, known as The Guide. And yeah, before we get into this episode, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this and pretty much everything else that I do, it is available on my Patreon right now. Link in the description if you want to see the next episode. Early access thing, that's also available on my Patreon. So yeah, check it out. Link in the description. As a thank you from me to you for your continued support, I will be giving away stuff on there as well, like merch. Speaking of merch, I do have merch now as well. Link in the description to that store as well. Thank you for any and all support. Special shout out to patrons, YouTube members, and subscribers for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all of the above, and man. So thank you for doing that. Keep on going. All right, now then, the last two episodes were interesting. There were two parts to the same episode. I mean, they were called part 1 or 2, so I think that was the whole point. But it was kind of a detour from our main story, but I think it was a good one. I liked it. It gave us the origins of the Avatar, and as I speak about the Avatar, the sun comes up. So it was pretty cool. We saw the first ever Avatar, right? Wan, we saw the evil spirit and the good spirit, Vatu and Rava, and we learned where bending came from, and we knew that it came from different sources. We knew about the badger moles and dragons and so on and so forth, but now, and we also knew about the lion turtles as well, although we didn't really know what exactly they were from the Avatar Last Airbender. I have that entire series on the channel, by the way, if you're interested. But yeah, that was something we saw there as well, with the energy bending, or whatever you want to call it, what that turtle gives to Aang at the end. So I mean, we had known about the turtles as well, but now we know that they also were the ones who gave the bending to the people originally, and also how the Avatar cycle started. And it was kind of interesting because the order in which he receives those elements from the turtles, I believe that is the order of the Avatar cycle. They go in that order, so it was pretty cool to see. So it was a very important episode, both of them. I'm treating it as one because it gave us a lot of setup, a lot of background story, a lot of information, and that is important in a show like this. But now we are back to the main story, Varric being Varric, and Korra's back. So yeah, back to Mako and them boys bowling. Nuck tuck, how's that gonna go? Well, we're gonna find out without any further ado.
Balance to the world.
So basically,
Korra has regained her memory.
Rava, or Zavatu, I think Rava was a good one. So Rava is the one who's always with the Avatar, right? I think that's what the point was.
Up to no good, but can he prove it?
Yeah, so is Varric up to no good? And also, can he prove it if he is? We're about to find out.
Gotcha!
Janora, right? Is it Iki? No, this is Janora. No, this is Janora. Yeah, Janora. Alright, cool.
Were you playing with someone?
Oh, just some imaginary friends.
These are spirits, right? Wait, so she's the only one who sees the spirits?
I once beat an earthbender in a rock throwing contest.
Including ancient statues, ancient gardens, and the meditation.
Yay. Old things.
Yep, old things. Although I don't mind taking a look at old things. Korra!
Hey, Korra!
What are you doing here? We went over it like 100 times before we left Republic City.
See, this is why schedules are important. But why are you training at the South Pole?
Great to see Rohan.
We've been out of touch with the outside world since we started our vacation.
Tenzin's idea.
Vacation Tenzin.
Just tell us everything.
Everything.
I opened a spirit portal at the South Pole, but then Unalaq turned out to be a bad guy and wanted to take control of the South, so I sort of started war. But when I went to find some help, I was attacked by my cousins and then by a giant dark spirit.
This reminds me of the Sokka.
I realized I shouldn't have opened the portal in the first place, and now I need to close it again.
Yeah, this is very similar.
I knew this would happen.
His reply to all that is, I knew this would happen. He did, though.
No, don't blame yourself. This is Unalaq's doing. Now we must focus on setting things right before he can do any more damage.
That is true. It is Unalaq's doing, so he needs to bear the brunt of the burden, but Korra did help.
All my years of spiritual training have prepared me for this moment. I will help you. We enter the spirit world.
All right, let's enter.
Father, what are we doing here?
Oh, these guys. Now you're in the spirit world as well.
The northern portal.
Oh, this is that area. Yeah, see how I said... Knock tuck.
Cut! Okay, that's lunch, everyone!
Yeah, see how I said... Oh, he's just still hanging out there?
Tuck's still up here, all alone.
Asami.
Asami, there you are. I've got something to tell you both.
There you go.
Ow! Oh, I can't stop doing my own stunts. I am stressed. See, this is why I had to move out. It was time for this eagle hawk to spread his wings and fly.
I'm happy for you, Bowlin.
You've had a pretty busy week. Maybe you just need to relax.
So these two are a thing?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You two?
Yeah.
You're dating again? What? And those explosions were exactly like the ones the captain reported when Asami's shipment was hijacked.
Anyone could have gotten their hand.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Let it go.
You want to build a snowman, Mako?
Varric's been looking for you.
I like the way his eyebrows look.
By this very garden is where my father met Guru Patik.
Guru Patik.
Are you in the spirit world?
Would be if Milo could ring his bell.
Did I do it wrong?
I thought your bell ringing was just fine.
Thanks.
Whose face is that, I wonder?
I'm sorry. I did what you told me.
Well, the moment's ruined.
We could have tried a little.
Genora lives in the spirit world, man. You might ask her for help, and I don't know, I'm just saying. Or are these not spirits? There's something else. Are these actually imaginary friends?
First you're blaming Milo, then Kaya, now me. I don't want to rush your feelings, but we're kind of in a hurry. How did you first get into the spirit world? Let's try that.
I've never been into the spirit world.
Everyone heard that. That's why he's blaming people, because he knows he can't enter, okay.
Spend days in the temple meditating.
Trying to get in.
I wonder why.
And son of Aang.
Welcome to the I Disappoint Dad Club.
Oh, lovely.
Genora, is there something you want to tell Korra?
Yeah. No. I'm pretty sure she's in the spirit world right now.
I think I do know where Korra needs to go to get into the spirit world. My spirit friends showed me.
Yeah, and
You can show yourselves.
oh, wow. So they were high. Oh, okay. I'm like, why don't everybody see it?
Bunnies!
Yay, bunnies.
Looks like she does know something about spiritual matters.
Yeah, I remember that statue scene, right? I don't know which episode it was in. That she saw spirits and stuff there too. I wasn't sure what exactly it was.
I guess I've always kind of had a connection with spirits.
I think this one likes me.
It looks like you too.
Near the temple.
No offense, but I'm guessing the spirits have actually been to the spirit.
Yeah.
He'll call you.
Yeah. Love the sibling banter, you know. Oh, that backfired, huh? See what it did there?
Leave him! Keep bending!
He needs a healer at once.
This is more important!
Wow. This is more important than your son? Alright. Is he gonna open it? I think he will. Because obviously. No? Because not obviously? Alright, cool. I guess not then. Very.
And I think you know that I know that you know. You know? I mean, I heard you and her were kind of an item again. Or what about your brother?
Blackmail? Is this blackmail?
Saying I want your help to protect them. Without you, who knows what could happen?
Blackmail.
Concerned, but the answer is no.
Wait, did you not get it? That was blackmail, right? I guess.
It's short for Booby Jr. Don't you think he looks like me?
He does.
Resemblance is uncanny.
It is uncanny.
I know about a lot of avatars, but I don't know anything about him.
Juan.
Avatar Juan.
Yeah.
The avatar is part spirit, just like the
Yeah.
statue.
What statue?
When we were at the Southern Air Temple,
Yes.
couldn't figure out what it was.
I think that's what.
It was the first
Oh, sorry.
avatar.
When did this happen?
It was on the solstice.
That's the day I opened the southern portal.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, I think that's the scene I was talking about too, right? That's where we first see Janora has something special.
I trust boomed you with my life.
Boomed you with your life. Ooh, they've got the air logos, so... Yep, it's the air.
Under meditation circle.
Yeah.
Good job. You cleanse the area.
I don't know, I think he's doing something special here. That's just bats. Bat spirit. The Batman. The Joker bat. It's purple Batman. Evil bats. Yep, it's Joker bat. The dark Joker. Oh. She finally did it. She spirit bended that thing. Turn them bats into dragonflies.
Your spiritual training has come a long way.
It has.
His spirit powers are no joke.
Yeah.
I can't even get you into the spirit world.
Yeah.
Doc taught me was to help himself.
Everything the light touches.
I am so sorry for turning my back on you as my mentor.
Yeah, finally you realize that.
I won't let you down.
Okay. Yeah.
After all these years, my father's dream for me will finally come true.
So Sammy? Hey.
Did you come by to tell me how paranoid I am?
Hand on shoulder before anything else?
Maybe you need a night off. Why don't we go get some dinner?
I'm a little busy.
Why don't we stay in?
Maybe I do need to get my mind off things.
Okay, well then. Olin?
Hope we didn't interrupt you two lovebirds. Looky what I found.
What are you doing with explosives, Mako?
You're under arrest.
Whoa. Varric.
He was using you the whole time.
I would never do anything to hurt you. Varric. This is all
Yeah, this is Varric.
Yeah, it's very...
Actually, is it Varric? Could it be Marco? And they were having such a cute moment. I mean, sorry, Korra, but you know, you ruined that relationship.
You in the spirit world yet?
It's okay, Tenzin.
No, just give me some time.
Stop being so...
I don't think he was. I think it was Janora. Yeah, yes.
Aunt Kaya is right. I can guide Korra into the spirit world. I'll be all right.
What's the reason, Janora?
Perhaps I will never have the connection with spirits like I always wanted, like my father wanted me to have.
Well, you can't have it all, you know.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, we all are.
We'll wait here and keep your bodies safe till you return.
All right, Korra and Janora. Look at that, it rhymes. Just like that, they enter, yeah? They're phasing into it. There you go. Hey, Master Janora.
We cannot open the northern portal. I have failed you, Vaatu.
You have not failed me yet. She has just entered the spirit world.
Rava is with the Avatar all times. All right, what a cliffhanger. All right, this is a pretty interesting episode. We're back to the main story now. Before we get into breaking this one down, though, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode and pretty much everything else to this show and other shows and movies, it's available on my Patreon. Also, these videos go first on Patreon, then they come over to YouTube. So if you want to see the next episode, that's probably available right now on Patreon as well. Link in the description. Check it out. I will also be giving away some stuff from my merch store on Patreon as well. Speaking of my merch store, that's live now as well. Link in the description to that as well. Check it out. Thank you for any and all support. Thank you, patrons, YouTube members, subscribers, for sharing, liking, commenting, you know, on these videos. I really appreciate you, man. I hope that goes without saying. So, now then, this episode was quite interesting. So, it wasn't so much of a departure from the main story, because it seemed like what we saw, it seemed like a departure from the main story, but it seemed now, after that, we are in the second or third episode after that storyline, or the first episode after that storyline has ended, it's still connected to that. Vaatu and Rava and Juan, and that's what Unalaq is trying to do. There's the whole Varric situation going on as well. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Is it Varric? I think it might be Varric. Seemed like a very devious, clever guy, although that's not how he came across at first. But then again, there was obviously more to it. I mean, the moment we met him, I said, there's something wrong with this dude. And there is quite a lot actually, but yeah, you don't become that rich and that successful if you're just a goofball like he's portraying himself. And also he's been involved in pretty much everything that has ever happened, you know, he's always there. And he's just been supporting people left, right, and center in this cause, in this civil war. He has been a catalyst very much so from the very beginning. So there was always something sus about him, and now we know that he's up to no good. Now, could it just be Mako being up to no good? Who knows? But yeah, it's either, it's either him or Mako. But we're gonna find out more about that in the next episode, I suppose, or the remaining season. That is. There's a whole Tenzin storyline, Tenzin not being able to enter the spirit world, and that was quite embarrassing for him. He kind of held on to his ego there for a second, and then Jinora comes in clutch. Jinora, but also Kaya, and finally Jinora reveals to everybody that she can communicate with the spirits and enter the spirit world, and she can be the guide for Korra. And I mean, I'm glad to see Korra back with the original gang, you know, the original masters, Tenzin and Jinora and them boys and girls. I love the line when Tenzin's like, I've never been able to enter, and his wife's like, but you spend so much time meditating. Yeah. So that just came out. I liked when Korra was explaining the whole thing to them, and the way she did it was so much like Sokka retelling the stories, and then Tenzin is like, I knew that would happen. I'm like, really? That's what you say to all of that? As always, love Ikki, love Jinora, love Milo. Those three are amazing. Jinora, we did see her with these spirits in a previous episode where something was happening with her, and I was like, all right, there's something special about Jinora. I mean, there's something special about all three of those kids, but Jinora in particular, and now we know what that is. She is able to just naturally gifted with the spirits and communicating with them and just being good at that aspect of this show. And because of that, now she's become the guide, right? The guide, which is the name of the episode, or the master or whatever for Korra in that department. And it's no longer Tenzin, and Tenzin has finally come to terms with that, and that's pretty good to see that they have been able to, well, not only rekindle, I guess, because they were broken apart. Speaking of rekindle, by the way, Mako and Asami. But yeah, and now they're back, Korra and Tenzin, that is, and Jinora is able to help as well, and Tenzin has accepted that maybe, just maybe, it's not for him. All his life he's tried, he's failed. Maybe it's just not meant to be, which is great. Great lesson, at least. Unalaq not caring at all about Desna, his son, and yeah, they left him, and he's trying to break out Vaatu, but it's just not working. Wait, which one's Vaatu? Rava. One of the, I don't know, I'm confusing the evil one. Yeah. So yeah, it was all connected after all. It wasn't just a departure, or not too much of a departure at least. But like I said, even if it was, I still enjoyed it because it gave us so much information, and they were fun to watch too. So it was great that we had those two episodes. And that's all I have to say for this episode. Thank you for watching. If you want to see the next episode, it's available on Patreon, link in the description. Full length is there as well. Thank you, patrons, YouTube members, subscribers, for joining me all this time, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, have a nice